basketball wise, Orlando. Dear God in heaven, Milan. Child, the sisters done went in your good jewelry. You trying to help your little sisters out. They done went in your good jewelry. The cleaned out your jewelry drawer. The cleaned out. They damn near done took the kitchen sink and went back home to Cincinnati. Poor Milan. But you taking all your anger out on Danielle, ain't you, girl? Go. You couldn't pay me. Done brought your Milan. You know Milan. Booty. Milan is a pretty girl, but why did you get all them hips and butt and it's hanging and sagging like a diaper? Y'all be going overboard with these surgeries. My God. Do whatever you got to do in this life to be happy. Believe me, I'm forever in a process for trying to lose weight. Forever. But my God, I just don't understand the point of going out there and getting the biggest hips and the biggest butt and the biggest boobs and the biggest and the widest and the biggest lips. And I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Then on top of that, your body naturally changes as you age. You might end up with your dream body if you just wait it out. But no, it's just, I don't know. Y'all go out here and get these big butts and your butt is already going to get big and spread as you get older anyway. And now you just, your butt is just out of control and ridiculous. Y'all don't think about when y'all get 50s and 60s. We going to pray that some of y'all make it that far. But, yeah, y'all don't be thinking about that. Stuff's just going to naturally happen. And now you got this extra added on to just natural life. Body changes on top of that. And you just, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. It's just, it looks the fool. But anyway, yeah, Milan invited her sisters from Cincinnati. She has a huge family, tons and tons of siblings. And she invited two of them down. 117, 113. Come help them out. The mama's kind of been going through it mentally and emotionally because they lost their brother, which was her son, the mama's son. He was killed. And so it's taking a lot on her. So she, brought the girls down there because they was out there in these streets at 17 to 13 at cutting up. She was trying to help them, child, but then she ended up telling Neek that they, like I said, they took the kitchen sink. Child, they don't wipe their sister clean. I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Poor Neek. Neek's brother-in-law, her boyfriend's brother, ended up killed. They had got into it with some people, and apparently a lady had shot him and stuff, and it ended up being a horrible thing. And God bless Neek and the family. That is a horrible thing to happen. I think they were out at some kind of event, and it was just people just turned up acting a fool. And we don't know all the details. We don't know if this was personal. We don't know if they knew these people or what. But she was just very vague with her explanation when she was talking to Milan about what happened. And so we're gonna pray for Neek. I like Neek. I do. I think Neek is probably one of the most level-headed ones, I would say. Yeah, I like her. She's wise beyond her years to be so young. What Nikki doing, child? Nikki Nicole. She's trying to be cool with everybody now. Nikki and Milan had got into it through text message and stuff. But they are okay for right now. But Nikki is having a whole slumber party, and she's inviting all the girls. She's letting bygones be bygones. AKA the producers told me to put this thing together, so let me do it. Lindsay, the pregnant lady, child, didn't she get with a fool? The husband, he plays basketball overseas, and he's so nonchalant. She was just like, well, look, I want you here for some of the appointments. It is your baby. I want you here for the labor, for sure. Is you think you gonna make it? He was like, man, bro, I don't know, bro. We'll have to see how things looking, man. I mean, it's whatever, really, Who do y'all be laying down with, y'all? Speaking of laying down with fools, Mackenzie. You so oily. Mackenzie. Y'all know Mackenzie is with Rashad. Rashad is the ex-husband of Danielle, right? And got 2 kids by Danielle, a boy and a girl. Y'all know Danielle met up with her last week, Mackenzie. I'm reviewing 2 episodes, y'all. So y'all just roll with me. If y'all watch the show, y'all know what I'm talking about. Got 2 kids by her, but then Danielle met with Mackenzie last week. Danielle was trying to tell her, basically, in the best way that she knew how, which wasn't that nice, but it's the best way that she knew how. Bless her heart. But Mackenzie wasn't receptive because, you know, she thinks she's better than Danielle, and it'll never happen to me. What he did to you, it'll never happen to me. It'll never happen to me. And it is happening already. Already, child. Don't you know Rashad and Mackenzie went out to eat? Don't you know that he straight up looked at that girl and told her, look, I mean, we cool and everything. We really ain't even boyfriend or girlfriend. We just testing the waters or whatever. You know, but Mackenzie going back telling people that's her man, right? But he was just like, you know, I ain't into labels or whatever. I mean, low key, you know, if I want to bring another side chick into the equation, you know, I mean, it's whatever on that, you know. And Mackenzie's face dropped, but she gonna do whatever that man tell her because I don't know. I don't know why. Bless her heart. But she's just like, yeah, so that's what you gonna do. It was like, I mean, yeah, so I mean, you cool with it? Mackenzie had the nerve to look at the camera and say, well, Rashad had side girls with Danielle because he wasn't happy with her, but him and I, we're good. So wouldn't that be the same for you? That he's not happy with you? At least he married Danielle. They got 10 years together and probably still messing around. And I hope not, because that's stupid on Danielle's part. Danielle, you need to move on now. I think she has in real life, but yeah. Mackenzie, you about a fool. I just don't understand. I don't understand. This man is literally telling you, I'm probably going to cheat on you. And I'm probably going to tell you. And I know no matter what, you better be cool with it. Because if not, I'm going to usher in the next dummy. And Mackenzie seemed like she just signed up for the okie doke. What's the point of allowing him? You are into a monogamous relationship, correct, Mackenzie? So why would you even sign up for that, to deal with that in him? Let him be. I don't understand. I don't understand people in general. I don't. Oh, but he wasn't happy with Danielle, and that's why, girl. Danielle straight up told the camera, we broke up because he wanted an open relationship, and I was not into that, which is her business. But you signing right on up for it, Mackenzie. Danielle is over with. He ushering the new one. My God, get you some self-esteem, girl, because I can't. It wouldn't be no problem if this is what you both collectively wanted, to be in an open relationship and polyamorous relationship. Cool, whatever, do you, explore. But you want a monogamous relationship, and he's telling you, more than likely, Piglet, I'm not going to give you that. So why would you want any further conversation with Rashad? Boy. Dun, 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 dun. The train has not left the station. It's broke. It's something with the wiring. What else is going on? Let me see. We see Morgan talking to her mom. And, you know, I like Morgan. I think she's a little rowdy and out of line. And ratchet and ridiculous at times. But I like Morgan. She's down to earth. I think she's pretty. I think she's funny. She's country. You know, we country. I like her. I think she's suffered a lot in her life. I think she's been through a lot of hurt. But at the end of the day, we appreciate her for telling her story, at least. Because we can't get much of nothing out of Ashley. Ashley, why did you get that nose done? Ashley was a cute girl back then. I don't know why she got the work done on her face. There's nothing wrong with the girl. Cute girl. She's a cute girl now, but back then she was more, you know, she was more African looking. I'm gonna let it go. But yeah, Morgan was talking to her mom, and she talked about how her dad didn't want her, and he had a whole nother family and never acknowledged her as his daughter, and how that had an effect on her. She blamed the mom for a while, but as she got older, she realized that these men are gonna men, and that's it. They're gonna do what they want to do. And so, you know, that was a beautiful moment. We saw Morgan and her daughter. She was doing her daughter's hair. And, you know, Morgan's a good mom and stuff. And like I said, Morgan is super likable. But it's just, she just needs to calm down. All the violence is just not going to get you nowhere, sister. I am a reality television connoisseur. Believe me when I say, you fighting on all these white people shows, it's just not going to get, you know, it's black. They put black faces there, but it's white people running behind the scenes, not Shawnee. So, you know, you just gonna have to calm down, sis. You're gonna have to calm down. Pretty girl, Morgan. So pretty. But she's hyper. She is hyper. And she can sling a shoe. Can't she sling? Morgan, you should have been on the big leagues, girl. You should have been one of the Atlanta Braves. Morgan can throw a damn ball. You hear me? I said, child, before you know it, Morgan done threw something. I said, Morgan got a hell of a right hand. So what else is going on? You know, Ashley is not my favorite person on the show. I think she's dull and tired and through, and she really don't have a personality. I think she's pretentious. I think she low-key thinks she's better than people and stuff, and that's just what we're getting from the screen, what I'm getting. She may not be like that in real life, but whatever. What made me warm up to Ashley was everything she's been through in her life. She's lost both of her parents. She's had a miscarriage. She has a son with autism. She has a husband with autism, and she thinks that the little baby boy has autism too. She's also trying to run her own business. I think Ashley is lonely. You know, she has her kid, she has her husband, but that's not enough, if we're being honest. To be a well-rounded person, you need a little bit of everything and everybody. I think there's a part of her that's lonely, and she'll never admit it probably, but I think that she needs this sisterhood and friendship and people. You know, but I get why she don't want to open up. I get it. It's a ratchet group. I understand, but I think Ashley, if you just warm up a little bit and stop being so like a Karen, I think that the audience and the ladies may be a little bit more receptive to you. But when I found out about her mom passing and the dad passing and all that, and her crying about that, and I was just like, oh, I can't take it. I can't take it. My heart completely just opened up to Ashley. I think if she lets down that shell, behind it is sadness. And hopefully one day on the show the ladies can fully bond and stuff with Ashley. And she can fully open up. Yeah. Because even your friends on the show, they don't know nothing about you either. So the girls didn't even know she was half black. Everybody was over there whispering, child, we know. You know, it's just, you know, that's just one thing that they don't know. So just you'll figure it out, girl. What else is going on? Let me see. What else happened, y'all? Who the hell else is on the show? I think that's it. But look, Nick and Nicole, she had a slumber party. Everybody's arriving there. Oh, Megan James. Megan had a scene with her mama, and she's one of those kind of mamas. She's one of those Tokyo Tony kind of mamas, without, you know, less ratchet. she's one of those young, hip, cute mamas, with the body and want to party with their daughter and want to see what this life is about and whoop to whoop. She's one of them. One of them that didn't raise their child. But now when their child grown, they think their child owed them something. And she's one of them. The conversation was going well for a moment. Megan, she was super emotional. Which is your mama. So, of course, it's going to hold a certain place in your heart. Megan holds a certain level of resentment because the mama was there to raise her younger brother, but not her. So, it's just a lot. Megan was a little rebellious. I'm sure she was bad when she was a teenager, showing out in them streets. And, when you are a young parent, you don't know. You're just trying to figure it out. And so Megan was raised by her grandparents and stuff. And so now, with her mom coming back into her life as the parent and trying to parent their adult child, it's a little hard. So that was going back and forth for a little minute. And the mama said, when these cameras and everything go off, you're going to be in a dark place, and Megan ended up getting up and walking off. So I don't know exactly what that means. But I guess we'll find out, child. But mama is something else. She's not letting up and opening her arms to Megan. We're going to play for both of them, child. We're going to pray. These families something else. So Nikki Nicole, she has a slumber party. All the ladies come. They start to play this, and Nikki, basically, she has this trophy called Girl Power, and they're going to give it to the person that exhibits the best girl power energy that night. So they start playing this game, asking each other's questions, and blah, blah, blah. It was going okay for a while, and then it got to Morgan. Morgan asked Ashley a question. Ashley was just like, well, what is your issue with me with this whole thing of I was recruiting men to your husband? And Ashley said, well, I never said that. And Morgan was like, yeah, and we squashed that, but you brought it to this group. And so then it pretty much went downhill from there. Morgan is now, she new mad. Morgan is new mad. She already was old mad, but now she new mad at Ashley because she thinks that Ashley gave her address to her baby daddy, her ex-husband, who she been trying to avoid, because the ex-husband be sending stuff in the mail every so often because he wants to lower the child support. He got 3 kids by Morgan. How you gonna lower anything? Pay the money, sir. And he don't want to pay for the trust fund and all that kind of stuff. So in Morgan's mind, she thinks that Ashley gave the information on where she stay at to Eric Bledsoe, the husband, because they still are allegedly in communication. Ashley claims that she ain't talked to that man and went elbow, but in Morgan's mind, she believes it. Child, they get up, the threats here, I'll do this to you, I'll do that to you. It just got real ugly and nasty and crazy. Then Morgan calmed down a little bit, and then Danielle started to speak, and she was just like, Ashley, you being the only married person for real in this group, you should be the one that kind of bring us together. You should be the one that's kind of bringing on the sisterhood vibe. Ashley was just sitting there looking at her like, and then all of a sudden Megan, she chimes up. She was just like, you know what, Danielle, you done been real good tonight. I'm going to give you the girl power trophy. And then we hear Milan in the background booing. So Milan is still mad at Danielle for when Danielle hit her at the whole table scene that was wearing green. And which is so weird to me because they met up at the park, Milan and Danielle. And Milan, you could have just fought her then, girl, if you wanted to get your lick back. But that's not what people do. People need an audience, right, to show out. And people, more importantly, need people to hold them back because they're really not going to do nothing. Milan, get your silverware back from your little sister's child. The child, they say they swiped the condo clean, child. Bless your heart, Lord. I would beat them little girls and child. My little sisters done stole from me. After I do all I can for you, you gonna steal from me. Ooh, But anyway, So Milan is new mad at Danielle because Nikki and Danielle did a live, and Danielle was laughing about the fact that she punched Milan. And so now Milan is re-mad all over again, even though they left that conversation out in the park and agreed that they're just not going to be friends. So her laughing in a live that she punched you, I mean, who cares? Y'all not friends, right? Milan wanted a moment. Like I said, Neek, she had just lost her brother-in-law, and Morgan address just got leaked, and it was just more important stuff going on. But Milan wanted to be bad for the day. Danielle sat in her seat the whole time chilling. Milan got super hyped. All of a sudden, we see Morgan, the pitcher. She throws a shoe or some she threw across the room, and things got jumped off. From there, security picking Danielle up. It was a little bit rough with Danielle. I didn't like that. What you picking Danielle up? Danielle's just defending herself. Milan is standing over her trying to swing out on her. Milan was the aggressor in that situation. Anyway, so they was able to get into the car, and shouts out to Danielle because she is trying to get back into basketball. She was apparently in the WNBA for a little minute, and she's super talented, a basketball player. She made, when she was shooting on the episode, she made every single shot. There was not one that she missed. I said, go girl. Super talented. That may be another reason why Milan mad too, because you're probably a better basketball player than her. But anyway, so yeah, it just got crazy. I don't know. It was funny. It was a wild scene. So we're gonna see how these next episodes go. But I'm definitely here for the mess, child. It was a mess. What a slumber party, right? With that said, I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at McKenzie on Instagram and Twitter, at McKenzie89 on Snapchat, Chess King on Facebook, MrChalaki on the Cash App and PayPal and TikTok. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.